I'm with Susan Swonika, CFO of De Beers Diamond Trading, on the sidelines of the President's meeting of the WFDB and IDMA. Susan, thank you so much for speaking with Rappaport.
Thank you very much.
Your speech was wonderful. It was, in fact, groundbreaking in that you said compassion and human values are not just, boxes to be ticked, but are essential for growing business. I'd like you to just expand on, your vision for the future of the business.
Thank you very much. So what we are finding is that people tend to look at people as just something to do with the business. But what they actually don't realize is that people actually are people assets. Yes. And if we focus on developing the people the people assets, yes, we actually cover a lot of business risks. So what we are finding is that people and compassion at managing people is essential for managing those business risks. And we've seen how over the pandemic, people have, either started to leave work because they're starting to feel that their work environment is too much for them. Yeah. They've spent a lot of years being at work without understanding and focusing on their own aspects and their own growth. And over the pandemic, people have sat back and thought, why should we carry on like this? Yes. People have begun to question, the balance between work and life balance. Yes. And so what we are finding is that a lot of people are beginning to leave the business, and it's the skill sets they're taking. You don't really want to spend generations training somebody only for them to leave and sit at home. Yes. So if you have an opportunity to really work with the person and actually allow them to understand and balance out their work and life, you actually are creating those additional assets which you can actually work towards and build, because those people are the people that are training your future skills. Yes. So if we lose that gap, who is going to be there to train our incoming assets? So there really are assets that should come onto the balance sheet. Unfortunately, we can't value it, yes, but it is the intangible assets. Yes. And that's why we are saying that it's key to actually the future of a business. And that's why as leaders, we have to recognize this and bring that on, and how we manage our people. It's not just the money. Yes. Anybody can work for money, but people that stay are the people that stay because it's more than the money. It's, yes, the values of the company. Yes. It's the things we do with people, yes, not for people, but with people that make the difference. And it's treating people like people. It's the human element of yourselves. So when you treat people like they should be treated, likewise, you get that back in the business in the form of loyalty, in the form of hard work, yes, in the form of values. Yes. And your values and organizational values need to be at par in order for you to grow together.
Yes. Okay. And that's wonderful. And how do you see this as translating into, say, the enduring value of the product we sell, going downstream to the consumer? How does that transmit onward?
So, our value is precious.
Yes.
It's enduring,
yes,
right? If you don't believe in the product, how are you going to sell it?
Yes.
So if you're in a work environment and you're really not happy to be at work, yes, why would you go and try and sell happiness? You're selling something that people aspire to. Yes. So if you yourself don't aspire to that, what are you going to sell? Yes. So that's why it's important for that to be part and parcel of the way we work, such that when we speak about the product, people see how passionate we are about it. Yes. And then that is what will move the product. Because we are the people that move the product. The product doesn't move itself.
That's a wonderful perspective. So it's, you flipped it all the way around. And in fact, the way you see business altogether, isn't it?
Of course, we can't continue to do the same things over and over again and expect different results. We have to change the way we do things. Nobody is going to change it for us if we don't change it ourselves. Yes. So yes, it has to start with us, and we need to flip it over.
Okay. Susan Swonika, thank you ever so much for joining us at Rappaport.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.